There are conversations that shape how we live, conversations that help us navigate challenges of life, conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
Hello and welcome back to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Kiremi and today I want us to talk friendships. Have you ever had that friendship that broke and then it's something you had seen but you did not control it? Some people have the eye to see, to notice, and even instincts to know that something is wrong with a friend somewhere. But some of us have to be taught these tips. And that's why today we have Benjamin Zulu on the tips to know the signs that a friend is going to betray you. That's where we are. I think quite a sensitive topic. Yes. Friendships, yes.
And although we don't discuss it a lot, the betrayal from a friend can just be as painful.
Yes.
It's the breakup from a betrayal by a lover.
Yeah.
And because your friend sometimes knows your life from inside. Because they know your life from, they know you. They can do small things that don't seem very big, but they manage to punch your life.
Yes.
And they have confidential, classified information. They may know where you're coming from, what you're thinking, where you're going, your plans, who you are hanging out with, what you fear most, what you're capable of. Your friend, just by knowing you so much, information is power. They have so much power over you.
Yeah.
They know when to trigger you by doing very little.
Yeah.
And the worst part about friends, we don't choose them consciously. We tend to gravitate to closer. Friendships happen, we call it organically, but just we happen to talk and connect.
Yeah. Not trying much.
You sat close together at the work.
Yes.
You happened to travel along,
Together.
You interacted more closely. You happen to be neighbors. They happen to be close to the other person you're talking to. Or you just happened to share the same problem.
Yes.
They like to exercise or hiking like you. They like something.
Yeah.
It's not, we don't open our lives to people after careful analysis because there's no proper request. It's opposed to romantic pursuit where people can request or we can set the goal.
Yeah.
Friendships does not have that. We tend to drift. We drift in, drift out, drift in.
Yeah.
So you can easily trust a very treacherous person because you are comfortable with them now. For now. One of the precautions you should carry throughout life is when you grow up, stop having too many insiders. Don't even use the term best friend. That's too risky. Don't even use it.
They're saying bestie.
Don't people are calling each other bestie and creating babies. Don't even use that term.
Okay. All right.
Don't even use that term. Keep people in the right distance of your life, in the right access of your life.
Yes.
Strategically to partner with them for mutual benefit.
Yes.
At business, your friends at business, we help each other there. Personal life. Let's say you are passionate about nutrition.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been very interested in nutritional medicine. Just dawned on me that should be a thing.
Yeah.
When I searched, I realized it's a classical book called just that. Nutritional medicine.
Nutritional medicine.
When you use food as medicine.
Yeah.
And I find other people who are passionate in that, whom we can converse, exchange, and reach each other. That's a friend in that context.
Yeah.
I don't have to bring them to the other context of my life. When you grow up, keep friends in the right dockets of your life. Converse around that with that person without having to bring everything else.
Everything else. Because now it will be a relationship.
You like cabbage farming? You find that a guy is passionate about cabbage?
Yes.
They're doing a lot of farming there, or they're also curious, or they're also looking at it.
Yes.
They enrich your life with that.
Yes.
You can find yourself at a place in life where parenting is what is occupying your life now. You meet other guys who are also preoccupied with parenting.
Yes.
That becomes your passion. I just want you to know, when you grow up, don't give one person the capacity to demolish all of your life. Keep people in the right spaces in your life so that even if something shakes, it only shakes on that department only.
Yeah.
You break up, only that department has been affected.
Makes sense. But how many people know that?
At work, your shops are next to each other. You tend to experience same problems. You exchange notes. You even stand in for each other. I'm not in today. If my customer can't do this, you help each other in that.
Yes.
Don't now start discussing your kids,
Yes.
your wives.
And husbands.
No. This person, you help each other in the context of the
shop.
There's temptation that one time a child comes, you start stories about children. No. You just know it's your child and you leave it there. It takes conscious thought. But it's very helpful.
Yes.
You like motoring, you meet other guys driving Germany machine, Audi like yourself, particular model the same, you love some passion, you connect, or you go online, you find guys who are passionate about Audi, and now your Audi group there, and you're sharing, so you share each other, what is coming up, the challenges they can car, and particular people there you meet, you realize your neighbors, you even hook up, find out things, keep it on the motoring aspect of your life. Try as much as possible to resist the temptation of finding somebody who like about now pouring all of your life. That's very juvenile.
Okay.
You go to church, you meet people you sing very well, and share church things. Don't bring work things.
Those are church mates.
Which they may not connect.
Yeah.
You meet people whom you're investing, passionate about money, and you converse very long. Them telling you about their journey in the investment life. You can even visit them and you do peer mentorship. When you exchange notes, winning notes from that side of life.
Yes.
You're going to be surprised that you find yourself with friends who have very immoral life. But you're not meeting over morality, you're meeting over money. They're very good with money, very immoral in the personal life. You're not interested in their immorality, you are here for the money.
And those friends are all over. You connect with a friend over something so nice, something you connect, and then
somebody is telling you, that's so and so. That's so and so. It's a very ugly side. Are you aware? Are you aware?
Yes.
I don't want to know. I'm just meeting what we meet.
Yes.
That's perfect maturity.
Nice.
Stop. When you are young, you're looking for all-rounded people. Because you wanted to put them all-rounded in your life whole.
Yes.
And wanted to swallow them whole. Stop that. These people have been poisoned in your life, all of it. Show only that side of your life. Your life is becoming a very big room now, a very big house.
Yeah.
Show only that side of the door that they need to come in. Deal with them there.
Yeah.
And when you break up, only that part breaks up.
Yes.
You can replace it.
Yeah.
And that is one of the biggest wisdom that I have ever evolved into. Stop looking for consolation of one person to be everything.
Yes.
You will get married and you will meet people who they are spouse to your friend. That's one dynamic when you get married.
There?
Your friend gets married. So they are spouse now.
Oh, yes.
You connect over something.
Yes.
You can be in the same career. Your friend has also married a journalist.
Yes.
Your friend is not a journalist. And you share notes.
Oh, they've married a journalist.
Yes.
Now I share notes with
the journalist.
Yes.
About what is going on in that world.
Yeah.
Which area, what are they finding, which technology is coming up. All careers you should discuss upcoming technology, the challenges, the finance, the change in the landscape, the market demands and changes. Who are the coming, the winners now, who are going up, who is coming down. So every career has those conversations. Who's coming up, who's going down, who has set the domain, what is our challenge, what's our threat, what do we need to be aware of, what is AI doing in this space.
True,
you know,
true.
You can dialogue there. And realize you share philosophy, you share how you view things, what you believe should be done, what you're going after, and you may have a lot of collaboration. But you're going to have this modesty that this is a spouse to my friend. There's a modesty required when I'm talking to opposite sex anyway.
True. Before things escalate to something else.
That chemistry is good, but I also want to leave enough room for the friendship of my friend to have the dignity it deserves.
Yeah.
It's good when you have camaraderie with the people your friends marry. It means your friendship is now safe.
Yeah.
All you need is camaraderie, not deep connection. So you're not going to disclose other parts of your life to this person you're meeting over journalism. You keep it with journalism.
Yes.
You don't bring other aspects of life, even if you discuss them with the wife.
Yes.
That's your friendship.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yes.
So when you mature, you have married couple, but your relationship with each of them is very different.
Yes.
This friend, we have come from very far.
Yeah.
We discuss intimately, we even share what is going on. But the husband, that's not how we relate. We relate career-wise.
Career-wise.
They are professional.
And modesty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're just more of a learner. Maybe they're ahead of you.
Yeah.
You're asking a few points. What they think you could do. What are some of the fields that are upcoming.
Yes.
And you also tell them a few things you've learned. And 1 hour has passed in a casual banter about career.
Nice
What has happened
thing.
there? There you've kept those relationships. So one time you and your friend, God forbid, you break up. You drift apart. You don't.
Yes. Do you leave the husband?
Do you know there's no bad blood between you and the husband?
True.
You can meet and still discuss the same things.
Yes.
You can greet.
Yeah.
There's no. So the thing here I want you to know is, when you learn this psychology of evolving your friendships to become functional and separated,
Yes.
you are safe.
Yeah.
You are largely safe. You never have a whole house on fire. You'll be having small dockets catching fire.
Yes. Yeah.
Or dying out.
But some parts are safe.
Some of the people who will build you the most, you don't share morality.
True.
You buy a book from a teacher you respect and you have to skip some chapters because they're discussing the kind of religious orientation which you can't even stomach. The notions about them you just spit. Don't swallow that.
Yeah.
But there's another side that they're very good at. You are here for that. And you're wise to pick the meat and leave out the bones. That's how we eat fish.
Yes.
It's a sharp bones and nice meat.
Yes.
Remove the meat. Leave out the sharp bones.
Yes.
There are friendships that are going to be like that. So now, given that now, how do you tell when a friend has begun to turn to the other side?
Yes.
Let me remind you, friendships can kill you and you can't go to court because there's usually no contracts, no agreements, no responsibility. Friendships are dangerous.
Casual.
It's a lot of influence with no structure.
Yeah.
It were better there's marriage and contract and covenant and
Yes.
divorce and lease obligations. Some friendships are dangerous. No paperwork.
Yeah.
Yet a lot of trust, a lot of power,
True.
a lot of knowledge, a lot
Some
of...
friends know much more than your spouse.
Yes. They can say something and ruin your marriage.
Yes. They hold your marriage. That's
That's what
straight
you
like
said. It
this.
is very dangerous.
Yeah.
The more you grow up, no, stop that. When you want to wash your dirty linen, hire a gun. Get a therapist to wash your dirty linen there.
Yeah.
Hired guns are the safest when you grow up. So in law, you used to call them hired guns, meaning people who have no sense of morality. They just have what you pay them for. So sometimes people treat lawyers like hired guns to defend them even when they're guilty.
Yes. Yes, like I said.
No, just some lawyer, not every lawyer.
Some lawyers.
So
Most of them.
So the hired gun concept is when the work is dirty
Yes.
and you don't want the mess to linger around,
Yeah.
you don't disclose it to a person who's permanent. Get a trash company to carry the trash. And you pay them.
Do you say the lawyers?
So get somebody to deal with that. Sometimes the safest person to discuss with is a stranger, is a professional, is a person who is in your life and going, not here to stay.
Yes. Yeah.
So rethink how much you share as a testimony in church. How much you share with your pastor. These are permanent people. And you think, to be honest, what God has done. You reveal so much. You give people power to judge you.
Yeah. So many people.
To look, and they will never evolve past that. When you share your story, always measure. You should share it when it's 10 years old at least.
Yeah.
So that you're no longer that person. Particularly
And when you've left that position.
But immoral issues don't share even when they're 100 years old. Because people never forgive them.
People never forgive
You tell them who you slept with, they'll never forget. Tell them who you got to
Tell them I'm now redeemed.
Don't do that. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
The one sign, this is an outside sign. Outside means before they begin to hurt you, you see it from far. That a friend will betray is when they have stopped moving forward.
Yes.
Some of your friends will arrive in life.
Yeah.
You struggle together, strive, but upon a certain level of consolation and achievement, they arrive.
Yeah.
You can tell it. They stop striving. Now they start looking around and indulging more in pleasures. Previously, you spent your free time.
Yeah.
Yes, there was relaxation and unwinding, but you spend your spare time building your dreams. Previously, you dreamed together. Previously, you strived together. Now they spend all their time gossiping, leisuring, watching movies. Or they're just missing in action.
Yeah.
Their priorities shift to other things that are not growth-oriented. And the year goes, another one goes. You may have reached a stage of getting married, for example.
Yeah.
And you thought you were going to help each other the same way you've always helped each other. But you realize this person is cutting shortcuts, compromising here. Things both of you couldn't do, now they're doing.
Now they're doing them comfortably.
And it bothers you what has changed. Many times the thing that has changed is that they have arrived.
Okay.
They have dropped the virtues you lived for, because virtues require standards, isn't it?
Yes.
Virtues is it's a belief you stand for. It's a principle you live for.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
upholding principles requires self-control, delayed gratification,
Yes.
saying no to what doesn't match up, withholding yourself, waiting for the right match, those kind of things. So they stop doing those things, and you see, the moment a person starts, they let up. And the other thing is, they no longer cross milestones. They stop hitting milestones.
Yeah.
You don't hear reports of progress anymore. I want you to anticipate this. When you report 2 milestones, 3, without them reporting any, they'll get toxic. It's almost human nature.
Yes.
Few people can withstand you reporting news of achievement every time when they're not reporting any.
Sure.
And it's not because they're trying and it's not working, they're just not trying. Those people are dangerous inherently. One way or other, they'll sell you out, they'll tell people on you, they will leave you alone when problems come.
Yeah.
They'll start hoping that you fail, that you come back to the level. When people stop posting progress, you should stop updating them of your own.
Wow. All right.
After you celebrate once or twice and you realize they have nothing, a comeback. You know, as friends, you have comeback. Me too. Next is me. Next is me.
Yes.
That rhythm is what keeps you going.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you cheer each other.
How is it?
Yes.
How is it going?
Yes. When people have nothing to report back,
Yeah.
stop also reporting to them. We said you should stop going to people you can't go to. I mean, stop being the go-to person to people you can't go to. That was talking about helping people can't help you back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, stop inviting people for celebrations when they're not inviting you for any. It means they are not covering milestones anymore.
Yeah.
And they won't like it when you keep covering.
When you keep striving.
Because you're still on the highway, then they're already diverted to fun. They took detour. They're already having fun. You are still on the highway. Let me remind you, Sylvia, that sometimes Orpah and Ruth and Naomi endure hardships, death of their husbands, death of father-in-law, death of then famine, setbacks, and the time comes that they want to change the situation.
Yeah.
That's when they part company. Some people will endure with you difficult times, and when difficulties end, the friendship also ends. And it feels bad. We endured all this tough time, disease, and when you finally heal it, we are no longer friends.
We are no longer friends.
Orpah turned back, and that was the end. We don't hear from her again.
Okay.
Some of your friends, after you get out of famine, after you get out of struggle, the friendship also ends, and you feel a loss. We should have celebrated this new season.
Yeah.
Should have. We know how much we worked for this.
Yes.
Accept it that some people were relevant in certain seasons of hardship. When they are constructing a building and it is still very, very early in they usually put a scaffolding. They put a covering there.
Yes.
Because they want to protect passers-by from being hurt by some materials falling from the building.
Yes.
When the building is very young, it is protected by something. Some friendships are scaffolding. They protect you during very raw and early stages and rugged stages.
Yes.
The more the building gets completed, paintings we're doing, they go removing the support.
Yeah.
They go removing the scaffolding.
All right.
So some friendships were there during ugly times. And the more you become beautiful, the less they're needed.
Yeah. True.
They fall away.
Yeah.
And you wonder, I thought...
We're going to celebrate this together.
you know,
Yeah.
your beautiful stages will not involve some people. And there's little you can do about it when you only grieve. Learn to grieve the loss of friends. And to write poems. I wrote a poem for a friend who was posted to a very far university. And I was missing how we used to meet every week. And now you've been sent to the other side of the country.
Yeah.
You know, we can only try to look for each other online. But I felt
The loss.
yes. And the poem, I saw a poem that was relating. And I wrote mine, telling him that you should not sit at the grave side of our friendship crying for what used to be.
Yeah.
Instead, let us celebrate that it came to be.
Oh.
It's easier to complain, why did it end?
Yeah.
Than it is to appreciate, thank you that it came to exist. I just want you to learn to grieve normally,
Yeah.
to release, and cry like David saying, Jonathan,
Yeah.
my friend, your love to me was more special than the love of women. And how the mighty are fallen. Why did you die like that, my brother? Sometimes you need to say the mighty are fallen. The mighty friendship is fallen. Sometimes you're also falling away because the person has completely collapsed in their moral life.
Yes.
They've gotten themselves into a scandalous lifestyle that you cannot put up with.
Yeah.
The second sign a friend will betray you is when they start being closer with your enemies. They don't say anything bad to you. They don't even change how they treat you. But you just see them hanging out more comfortably with people they know are your enemies.
Yes. And they know.
Yes.
Yes.
And you feel it, but you can't bring it up.
Yeah.
But you see it.
Because you have no right to their friendships
Yes.
anyway.
But you notice a strange closeness. Some of your friends become passive aggressive and they can't be aggressive to you directly. So they support those who are aggressive towards you. It's easier to support another in fighting you than to fight you.
True.
While still maintaining a friendly look
Yeah.
in front of you.
Yeah.
So anytime you see a person is warmer, closer to those who hate you, friendlier, lingering for longer periods with, having a lot of conversations, or supporting the person in debates, defending them. Strangely, some of the people they will join is you are estranged ex, or estranged partner, or even a partner is abusing, and the person who used to be your friend starts taking that person's side more. When you see a person who is finding reasons to support the other side,
Yeah.
don't wait too long. What is the solution to these friends? Again, you may not cut them loose immediately just because they've stopped moving forward. Just stop including them in your achievements. In this second case of a person who is closer to your enemies, you may not again quarrel them. Just limit the access to your inner life.
All right.
Just say, sorry. In fact, one way to surprise people is they were used to, when you're buying a shoe, you tell them.
Yeah.
I got a watch. Send them a photo. Look at
Yeah.
it. But now you realize they're lingering around with people who they know you don't get along. Now talk weather and politics with that friend. Let them realize you already built a new home. It will be a surprise that is worth the satisfaction.
Can imagine.
The best response to passive-aggressive people is another passive-aggressive response. They hit you indirectly, hit back indirectly,
Yes.
and maintain a polite face. They never forget the lesson.
That's a good one. Bad
You
one.
learn. But I want you to learn how to be bad. You know you can die for just being too good. There's a person who said, the prince, this is, I think it's Niccolo Machiavelli, the prince who is always good is bound to come to ruin among the many who are not good. His book is called The Prince. It became a philosophy of its sort. But if you're always good, you'll be ruined by those who are not good.
True.
So I want you to learn how to be bad.
Learning that. Taking notes, good lesson.
And one of the ways to be bad is when people come at you while pretending to be your friend. They hide their things from you. They don't tell you what they did. They carry the advice of your enemy. They meet important people, they don't tell you.
Yes.
Will you complain nowadays you're not including me? No, this life people have freedom.
Yeah.
So what you do? Also you go under. And maintain a superficial look.
Yeah.
Let them learn. Pull up
Yeah.
somewhere with a big machine that they never saw coming. They can't even believe this is you.
Yeah.
Let them see you on TVs and pull. I never even got that job. That's how it feels.
Yes.
Learn to be cheeky. Stop being so polite, direct. No.
Yeah.
The battle of this society has gone mental. We are no longer shooting the arrows. We shoot with the mind. Playing mind games.
Yeah.
I'll play back.
Bigger.
You know? Anyway, these kind of friends who have already started drifting away never become close again. So you have nothing to lose.
True.
You've just passed a message to yourself and your psyche that you're not one to be played with. You can also return the games.
Sure.
You're naturally a good person, but you can be bad when you need to. That's important.
Very important.
Are you aware that if you become a parent and you are too nice, your child will be destroyed by your enemies? Becoming a parent is one thing that teaches you how to play defense, how to play offense,
Yeah.
how to go out. I encourage everyone to become a parent. Go marry, get a child. It will bring something out of you
That you never thought existed.
The psychologist I'd heard say that the first time is a Canadian famous psychologist.
Yeah.
And he was saying getting children brings another person in you. If at all you care, you see young ones who are so vulnerable,
Yeah.
they carry your image, they depend on you. He said some of the privileges of laziness you had, selectiveness, I can't do this job, I can't. For the sake of my children,
You'll do it all.
my friend, I'll do anything.
Yes.
Previously, you had all this polite, organized life. These young ones, the young souls,
Yeah.
no, I'll do anything for them. And if you dare touch my children, because they become your vulnerable side. Your enemies start targeting at the vulnerable side.
Yeah.
The animals in the wild
Yeah.
don't kill the elephant; they look for the young elephant.
Very true.
They look for the baby.
Yes.
So because your babies are the target of your enemies, they want to come and speak bad words because the child can't hear, and the person is trying to say bad things. Or plant. Your child is so shy. You correct them. No, they're not shy. They are not comfortable with you yet. They don't know you yet. My child just taking time to warm up to strangers. You correct wrong notions immediately.
Immediately.
Because your child is more sensitive than you. Previously, you'd let comments pass because they don't.
You understand.
But your child does not understand.
Yes.
If somebody comes around and say, this child is so introverted. Why is he so fearful? Do they resemble the uncle? My child is not fearful.
Yeah. Your child is so hyper.
No. You've just ate food, just a normal child playing.
Yeah.
It could be a sugar rush. Does your child have ADHD? No. You don't allow labels anymore. You don't allow wrong comments anymore. And it may sound unpleasant. It's not like you to answer things quickly like that.
Yes.
But once you become a father,
you learn to do it.
there's somebody here who
Instantly.
depends on me standing up for them.
Protecting them.
Previously, you used to be very polite to everyone. You hear a teacher has insulted your child. You arrive at that school.
Immediately.
And you want to talk to nobody less than the director. I have news that my child. Rumor has it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And sometimes even just showing up
Yeah.
teaches everybody this child is protected.
Yes. True.
And the child also gets courage.
Yeah.
I told you, a child who has their father, particularly a father has this effect on children.
Yes.
I want you to look at children next time you see them anywhere. Any of these young toddlers, under 10. Those who have their father's love show it shows.
Yes.
They're confident. They're more. They look at you in the eyes.
Yeah.
They keep eye contact.
Yes.
They answer questions. Children are not timid when they're loved by their father. That's a strange thing.
Yes.
They're courageous.
Yeah.
And you try to violate them, they speak up. They're usually not aggressive, fighting but you see their father's love present.
Yeah.
And daughters are very conspicuous with that. They really show their father's love.
Yeah, true.
And they mention dad everywhere.
Yeah.
Until they make their mothers uncomfortable.
Right.
And dad, I will keep mentioning your dad. Even they're able to report mom to dad. Sure, you have to report it. I'm feeding you here. You are threatening me.
I am feeding you. And then daddy just gets in and I'm being reported. Happens every day.
Somebody recorded the kid who woke up. I think she had received the pattern.
Yeah.
Then she sat on the girl's bed. And the guy just waking up and said, please, you can't sit there. Only dad can sit where he wants.
Yeah.
I'm coming to
Yes.
So the instructions around me, but dad is free. So when you become a parent, you also become more careful. This is to say, learn to detect and also react
Yes.
in the same route. My people say the arrow that is shot in the dark should be shot back by the route it came with. If it came from this direction, we don't know where it came from. It's already dark. We should shoot it back.
Yeah.
Same direction. When your friends are not giving you clarity, you're just seeing arrows coming from nowhere. You should return them to nowhere, to the same direction.
To the same direction.
If you're not sure why they have started acting this way, don't rack your head until you die.
Yeah.
Return the same vibe. They don't include you, stop including them. They don't support you, stop supporting them.
Yes. They don't tell you, stop
telling them.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be aggressive. I'm angry with you, no?
Yeah.
Some friendships will never become enemies anyway. They will just fade a natural death and you remain strangers with a history.
Which is okay.
Very okay.
Yeah.
It's a way of life. Yes.
Wow. If they don't tell you, don't tell them. If they don't include you, don't include them.
Exactly.
Nice lessons. I would also want to share this book that is Lasting Love, because it talks a lot about relationships.
Exactly.
And bouncing back.
Yes.
Yes. We don't want to get lost. We want to bounce back. So this book, Lasting Love by Benjamin Zulu, is available at www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. You can go and grab your copy among other books. See you next time.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential.